Last time we saw each other was at Winterfell, yes? You were making jokes about my height, I seem to recall. Everyone who makes a joke about a dwarf's height thinks he's the only person ever to make a joke about a dwarf's height. The height of nobility, a man of your stature, someone to look up to. You're all making the same 5 or 6 jokes.
It was a long time ago.
It was. And how have things been going for you since then? Not so well, I gather. Can't imagine you would have murdered the Stark boys if things had been going well.
I didn't murder the Stark boys. But I did things that were just as bad, or worse.
And he paid for them.
Doesn't seem like it. He's still alive. It was complicated for you, I'm sure, growing up at Winterfell. Never quite knowing who you were. But then, we all live complicated lives, don't we?
You've brought us 100 ships from the Iron Fleet, with men to sail them. In return, I expect you want me to support your claim to the throne of the Iron Islands?
Not my claim. Hers.
And what's wrong with you?
I'm not fit to rule.
We can agree upon that, at least.
Has the Iron Islands ever had a queen before?
No more than Westeros.
Our uncle Euron returned home after a long absence. He murdered our father and took the Salt Throne from Yara. He would have murdered us if we'd stayed.
Lord Tyrion tells me your father was a terrible king.
You and I have that in common.
We do. And both murdered by a usurper as well. Will their ships be enough?
With the former Master's fleet, possibly. Barely. There are more than 100 ships in the Iron Fleet.
There are. And Euron is building more. He's going to offer them to you.
So why shouldn't I wait for him?
The Iron Fleet isn't all he's bringing. He also wants to give you...
His big cock, I think he said. Euron's offer is also an offer of marriage, you see. You won't get one without the other.
And I imagine your offer is free of any marriage demands.
I never demand, but I'm up for anything, really.
He murdered our father and would have murdered us. He'll murder you as soon as you have what he wants.
The 7 Kingdoms.
All of them.
And you don't want the 7 Kingdoms?
Your ancestors defeated ours and took the Iron Islands. We ask you to give them back.
And that's all?
We'd like you to help us murder an uncle or two who don't think a woman's fit to rule.
Reasonable.
What if everyone starts demanding their independence?
She's not demanding, she's asking. The others are free to ask as well. Our fathers were evil men, all of us here. They left the world worse than they found it. We're not going to do that. We're going to leave the world better than we found it. You will support my claim as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms, and respect the integrity of the 7 Kingdoms. No more reaving, roving, raiding, or raping.
That's our way of life.
No more.
No more.